Survivor Series is November 20th. And SmackDown just happened tonight. And you said that it's like, oh, it didn't go online. Or it didn't go on the TV right now. It's not till a certain time. Well, again, it's taped. And with myself and my resources, I saw the show early. So I know what happens. And let me just say this before I go on with Survivor Series at all. Epico and Hunico look a lot different without their masks. Now, if you wonder who they are, Epico and Hunico will both re-debut on SmackDown tonight against Sin Cara. With both of them, if you're familiar with FCW, they were Hunico y Epico, aka Los Aviadores, a Mexican luchador tag team in FCW. And for those who are not familiar, it's Hunico and the build. If you look at his build, and if people aren't stupid enough to have figured this out right now, he was the Black Sin Cara, or the Sin Cara that was on television for a while the original Sin Cara, aka Mystico, was suspended with a wellness policy violation. Now, if that's too confusing for you, just look it up, okay? Not that hard. Or just watch the fucking show, and you'll see what I mean. And speaking of that SmackDown, they just added another match. And what do you mean they added another match? Well, there's 3 already on the card, counting this one just made tonight. I'll get to that one a little bit later. There's potentially 4 because of a Battle Royal on Raw last Monday. But I'll get to that also later. The first match right here is Alberto Del Rio and CM Punk. And I was going to do a review on Vengeance, but it uploaded, but again, it didn't want to fully publish. I don't know, because I guess YouTube has its issues sometimes. It doesn't want to do shit right. So, whatever. But I can tell you from the match of CM Punk and Triple H against Miz and R-Truth, and these matches kind of intersect in a way, because Miz and R-Truth did face Triple H and not John Cena, but they faced Triple H and CM Punk at Vengeance. But they also helped Del Rio win the Last Man Standing match against Cena, which I'm actually very happy about, because for once he's finally out of the fucking title picture. It's about damn time, too. And Del Rio will now face CM Punk at Survivor Series. Now, I know that, like last Monday on Raw, Ricardo Rodriguez could easily interfere, get a disqualification, and thus let Del Rio retain a title. But I don't think that's going to happen. I actually think that CM Punk will regain the title and finally get rid of the fucking spinner belt, because it's about damn time to get rid of that too. Because if you think about it, it's the undisputed WWE title as of when Del Rio cashed it in against, this goes all the way back to either Extreme Rules or some other pay-per-view when Del Rio cashed in. And I know it wasn't Money in the Bank, but it was a different pay-per-view. I don't remember off the top of my head. But if it's in the Undisputed, you should have the old Undisputed logo, not the spinning piece of shit we see today. But then again, that's another story for another time. At the end of the day, though, I think Punk will win at Survivor Series. Now, I said those matches intersect earlier. That's because the Miz and R-Truth will face John Cena and a partner of his choosing, which we learned was The Rock. Now, this kind of makes sense, since The Rock did make his debut as Rocky Maivia back in the day what was the Survivor Series? It wasn't 94. It was I don't remember what year it was. Off the top of my head, I apologize, but The Rock did debut as Rocky Maivia at Survivor Series, so that kind of makes sense. Plus, it's the first time in 7 years The Rock will return in the ring. Now, his last match was against Mick Foley, who oddly enough will be making his WWE return very soon. If you didn't know that, just check on his Twitter and check the. Usually, I don't plug dirt sheets and shit, but you know what? They actually showed a promo of Mick Foley at a live event, which I really loved that. Which, kind of also confirms it. Of course he's in the game, so of course he's gonna come back. It's not like he's making another book or something, but nonetheless, it's Mick Foley. But yes, he did team with Mick Foley against Evolution at WrestleMania. What was it? 20? 21? Somewhere around there. But this is probably the most unlikely tag team of all time. This will probably be the first time and the only time that they will ever team up. Because, as you know, they are opponents for WrestleMania 28. And also, that briefcase that Daniel Bryan has kind of goes to hand with the next match. We'll get that a little bit later. Now who's to win this match? If you think about it, the hands down, it has to be Rock and Cena. And I hate saying Cena will win this match, but he has The Rock as his partner. Sure, The Rock has been in the ring in 7 years. Then again, he hasn't... Well, I mean, he's been in the ring, but not in an actual match. But The Rock is always a constant professional. He's always in perfect condition. As you saw in his recent movie, Fast 5, and the G.I. Joe, the dude's in still shape. His arms are fucking huge still. The guy just looks amazing for his age, and that's saying something. But the edge automatically has to go to Cena and Rock because, let's face it, sure, they're not as a fluid tag team as Miz and R-Truth, but the odds, you can't explain this. This will never happen again, and hopefully they will win, and some shit goes down to build the feud of WrestleMania 28 a little more with Cena and Rock. Now, I've said again, this is a little bit of recap because I did this earlier and I didn't upload, but whatever. But Daniel Bryan had a match with Mark Henry tonight on SmackDown. Big Show was in his corner, and let me just recap a little bit with vengeance. A little bit, and this is a lot of recapping. I know normally this doesn't happen in these, but the match at Vengeance with Mark Henry and Big Show was so fucking epic. I mean, the ring actually broke. That doesn't happen. I mean, the last time it happened was, ironically, with Big Show and Brock Lesnar in 2003 for the WWE Championship. But it was still amazing. Almost 900, maybe 1,000 pounds at the least, impacting the ring and breaking it. Like, the fucking crowd was amazing. Oh my god, you can't explain that moment. And they're going to show it again on SmackDown, so, I mean, it never gets old to see it. But, Big Show did knock out Mark Henry, causing disqualification, but Daniel Bryan looked like he was going to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. But Mark Henry grabbed him, World's Strongest Slam, did not cash it in, he still has the briefcase. But, Teddy Long came out and made this match, Big Show versus Mark Henry, for the world title at Survivor Series. Now, honestly, they're not going to make the ring break again, but if it does happen, what's going to... Honestly, will it be a street fight? Will it be... Because you can't contain him in the ring, obviously, because the ring just broke on them in their last match. But I don't know what's going to happen. What I do know, though, is Survivor Series is November 20th, and hopefully all these questions will be answered by then.